The Milwaukee Bucks, they're done. I'm not even going to rank on you. I mean, that's your, I know that was your pick, but hey, it is what it is. It happens. That was your pick in the East, I should say. But they go down 4-1 to the Miami Heat. Some people saw it coming, Rob. Some people saw it coming. I mean, the Heat had beaten them 2 out of 3 in the regular season and just presented some matchup problems for them. We've seen it before, or LeBron James, when they won 66 games and lost to Orlando in the Eastern Conference Finals. And they just had matchup problems with Dwight Howard and some shooters, Hedo Turkoglu, Rashard Lewis, that the Cavs couldn't deal with. So it does happen. It's not that unusual. But now the question is this. And this is what everybody around the NBA is asking, Rob. Should Giannis Antetokounmpo request or demand a trade to another team? He's got 1 year left on his deal. So everybody talking about, he's out of there for good. It's up to him. He's got 1 year left, okay? He doesn't have to be moved at all. So Milwaukee doesn't have to do anything as far as trading him or anything like that. They can offer him a long-term contract extension this summer or this offseason, and the guess is that he'll reject it. And then, of course, now they're on the clock. Will he stay? They got to play the guessing game like Miami and Cleveland had to do with LeBron James, like Oklahoma City had to do with Kevin Durant. But Giannis, in an interview with Chris Haynes, our friend of the show and our colleague here at Fox Sports 1, Giannis told Chris Haynes that he is not going to ask for a trade. His direct quote was, "It's not happening." And I'm paraphrasing because I don't have the exact quote in front of me, but essentially he says something to the effect of, when some people see a wall, they go the other way. When I see a wall, I run through it. Isn't that, Rob G? That captures what he was saying. And so there it is, Rob. He's not going to ask for a trade. He sounds like he's still all in on Milwaukee. We got to improve. We got to get better. We got to learn from this. And that's where he's at. So what are your thoughts?
It's interesting that people want him to run the other way when he was part of the problem or needs to get better on his own. I mean, it's so easy to just point to everybody else.
Right.
But he didn't play well, right? I mean, let's just be honest. When they needed him to play well. I'm not saying that he has the perfect
team. The one game
team.
they won, he barely played.
Right. So That's what I'm saying. So I love that about him, that he's just not like, I've always criticized LeBron and the LeBron minions, because when they win all the games and win the championship, LeBron's the greatest, and when they don't, they always say, "Well, who does he have? He doesn't have anybody." That's always like a call. And I'm not saying that Milwaukee has the greatest roster, and we know they don't have another star, a right. Star, one player. Chris Middleton is a fine player, the second-round pick.
Third guy.
Right,
yeah,
but who picked himself and built a career, made a lot of money.
Nice
and I give him credit.
Yeah.
He is. But he's not a 1A or 1B or any kind of player like that. So, yes, they need to improve, but he needs to improve. So it's refreshing to hear a star who could win his second MVP. Most people believe he will.
Yep.
Back-to-back, and be 25 years old. And if somebody could get to him, and also along with what he said, just show him about how long it took other stars of his ilk to win. And LeBron, it took, 9 years? He was, how many years did it take?
Jordan 7.
7
LeBron
for Jordan.
Was in Cleveland, was it 7 years? Rob G, look this up, 7 years.
And then he lost in Milwaukee.
In Miami.
I mean, in Miami the first year. That's what I'm saying. It took 9 years for him. He was in Cleveland for 11 years, won one championship, and I'm not trying to make it as an excuse on why he should stay, but just that, go look at other people. This is not unusual that you might hit a bump in the road. You know what I mean? You have to figure it out.
Most have. Isaiah Thomas. Now, granted, Isaiah, as great as Isaiah was, and historically, certainly at this point ahead of Giannis Antetokounmpo, but, he didn't have the pressure on him like Giannis has to win it.
It's a little different now, right?
Yeah, but still, Isaiah wasn't really expected to win it. But still, my point is he fought through major disappointments And they ultimately won two
Remember, he threw that bad pass.
Yep.
That Bird stole and got
Game
to
5.
Yeah,
in '87. Yep.
I'll never
Absolutely.
forget it. I was watching that game and couldn't believe it. I mean, like everything was wrong.
Was the second best point guard in the league to Magic Johnson, and he threw that pass away. You're right.
He was throwing it to Lambeer, and Dennis Johnson got the layup after the Bird steal, and I can just remember the announcer just yelling, "Bird stole the ball, Bird." You know, not that Dennis Johnson made the basket.
Right.
But it was just Bird stole the ball. It was unbelievable. It was really.
But here's where I'm at. First of all, you hit it on the head as far as Giannis has to improve. Giannis, the two things I would work on if I were Giannis this offseason. One, just consistently work on that mid-range jump shot. I get it. Everybody wants to shoot the 3 now. He has improved on the 3. But if you can't hit it consistently from 15 feet, you're probably not going to hit it consistently from 25 feet. All right? So work on that first. And you can still work on the 3 as well. But all summer, mid-range jumpers off the dribble, things like that.
And get you a signature move,
Right.
Get you a signature
and he's got
move
his
that
little,
you can score.
his side step when he drives. But how about going into the post? And people look at him like, well, look, he's thin. First of all,
he's
Kareem
strong.
was thin. Yeah, a lot of post players have been thin. I know it's a different day, but there's no Shaq defenders in this league.
Nobody there.
Right? He doesn't have to be huge to be able to post up. Like you said, he is strong. So be able to plant yourself on that block and demand the pass and get you a jump hook or some go-to
something
move.
that they have to respect. Right.
And now those two things will work wonders. But then I'm going to say this, Rob, and I'm with you. I respect his attitude. I'm just going to say it. I'm not going to kill him if he, in a year, if he leaves Milwaukee or if he stays. I didn't kill LeBron or KD because I knew if they won, they would be praised. And I was like, I'm not going to sit here and kill him now. But then, like KD, when he wins, I'm going to praise him. So, but here's the deal. Right now, Giannis he's 25 years old. He still probably feels like, man, I'm going to win. He's only been in the league a few years. I'm going to win no matter who's with me. And I go back to LeBron James. I did a sit-down interview with LeBron one-on-one back in 2006. And he hadn't won a championship, obviously, hadn't even been to the finals. And he was like, I'm not going to be a ring chaser. And I'm not saying he's a ring chaser now, but at that time he was like, I'm not going to chase rings.
He turned into a ring chaser.
I'm not going to be a ring chaser. I don't think a ring chaser, like, just let me go here, get a ring, let me go here. He was going somewhere to get a ring, but I don't think it was cheap like the term ring chaser kind of implies. But he had an attitude that you could just see when I talked to him. Like, he's like, I don't care if you own my team, Chris Broussard. He didn't say this, but whoever I got, I'm gonna win. I'm good enough to win. I'm not gonna have to go chase rings. And in 2006, Rob, that summer, remember, Ray Allen, Larry Hughes, and Michael Redd were all free agents. LeBron didn't recruit one of them. All he did was make a generic video for the team that, they could show to all their recruits. Didn't call Michael Redd. Michael Redd's from Ohio. Didn't call Michael Redd, we could win championships, and nothing like that. Wasn't that he didn't think Michael Redd was a great player. He just was like, I don't need to recruit anybody. What we got is fine. I'm going to win championships. But in a few years of butting your head against the ceiling and coming up short, great regular seasons, MVPs, and you can't get over the hump, then he changed his tune, obviously went to Miami to win, and has become the chief recruiter in free agency. And so right now, yes, Giannis is saying, I'm going to run through the wall. Let's see what happens if they don't win it next year. And I'm not going to be mad at him if he changes his tune. The pressure is going to be amped up, just like it was on LeBron, just like it was on Kevin Durant. They're of that ilk. Giannis is of that ilk, Rob, where you got to win, right? Damian Lillard, nobody's
he's only
gonna kill
25
if
or
he
20,
doesn't win.
25
He's only
years old.
25. He's been in the league about 7 years now.
He's got some time.
He can wait, but I'm saying the pressure's amped up. They fall short again next year. More and more pressure. Then now that praise starts to become a little bit some criticism in there. It's already starting to happen.
Yeah,
so
he's a different player, right? He's a different person. A little bit. I'm not so sure that he's going to follow suit. I don't look at him that way. I don't know him, Chris. You might know him better than me. I don't know him.
I don't really know him very well.
He doesn't come across to me like he has to run somewhere. I think him saying that I run through walls and other guys run away, I think that's how he really feels right now. I'm just saying right now.
What did KD say when LeBron – didn't he say something about LeBron going to Miami? KD tweeted something like, this is what it's about. We run into something crazy like that. And obviously a few years later he did the same thing. All I'm saying, you might be right, Rob. I'm just saying that pressure burst pipes and dudes start getting pressured to win that ring. All right. Should Giannis ask for a trade, demand a trade out of Milwaukee this offseason? 877-99 on Fox.
All right, let's start with Keith in Peoria, Illinois. Keith, you're on The Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Keith?
Hey, what's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Good,
We're
man.
good.
How are you?
Hey, before I answer this question, Chris, I need to ask you something, man.
Go ahead.
Can you please, next time you're on Undisputed, tell Skip Bayless to stop hating on LeBron, man. He's the biggest hater. I thought Rob was until I listened to Skip. He's the biggest hater in America, man. I never heard nothing.
How long has he been doing that?
He's been doing it for about at least
LeBron's
15
entire
years.
career. So you think he's going to stop because I say, Skip, stop hating on LeBron.
I get you right. Oh, I wish I could eat him up and burn him up sometime. Getting to your question. I've been hearing these rumors all day about maybe Chris Paul going to Milwaukee because Oklahoma City is trying to break their things up and go for the future. I look at it like this. If he could get another star there with him, do his thing. Other than that, it's time to go. He ain't going to win nothing.
This quickly? I mean, why not give it next year? Why not try to go for it? Go for it next year.
If he can get Chris Paul,
still be 26. Cool. But even if he can't.
Like I said, if he can get Chris Paul, it's good. Without Chris Paul, he ain't got nothing coming.
Chris Paul hasn't won anything.
Chris would be a great upgrade. Though.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that Chris hasn't won anything. That's why he'll be on his 10th.
He gives a better chance, though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it ain't no magical elixir.
Nothing's
That's all I'm
guarantee.
saying.
Yeah.
All right, Patrick in Georgia, you're on The Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
Hello?
Yes,
Yep,
you're on.
Hey, how y'all doing, man?
Doing
Great,
good.
man.
What's
How are
up,
you?
Patrick?
Not much. I'm all right. I'll try to be brief. Rob, I think you hate on LeBron a bit much, especially for him leaving Cleveland the first time.
I thought he could have won in Cleveland if he stayed there. I think LeBron would be, if he played his whole career there, maybe won 2 championships and not bounced around, I don't think it would have affected him because of the numbers and everything else that he's done. I didn't think he had to leave.
No, I understand that. It's just that when you have an organization that's not putting the pieces in place around you, like Jordan had and like the other great teams had, it does get a bit hard to be there for 7 years and see what they're doing for you. But I think Giannis is in a very different situation, especially with everything that's going on this year. I think he should stay. I think they're, a player away. I think they have a good coach, and I think they have a good organization that's supporting them. So with that being said, I think he should stay. But I don't think everybody else is in that same situation.
I think he has a good – I think the Bucks are a fine organization. We've had the GM John Horst on the show plenty of times. I got to be honest. I don't think they're any better than Cleveland was when LeBron was first there. They had Danny Ferry, who was a good GM. You had Lance Blanks and, you had Chris Grant, nice little front office. They had, everything there was top-notch game. The game presentation was fantastic.
They got LeBron
money.
asked for some people.
Right,
they got him.
right.
They went out and got him. Don't act like they didn't do anything.
Right.
What, I'm talking about the first go-round when –
That's what I'm talking about.
The first go-round.
They won 66 games. Mike Brown was a coach of the year.
Go look at their record. They weren't a bad
66
team.
games. It
was
essentially the same situation.
Wait a minute. Y'all already – wait a minute. Y'all always say that the regular season is different than the playoffs. He won 66 games, probably won over 60 games for
61
at
the
least
next
3
year.
years while he was there.
Twice.
But
He
what
did
other
it
superstar
twice.
was with him?
He was in the same situation Giannis is in. Seriously.
He was in the same situation.
Very same situation. Didn't have a legit second star. Small market. Pressure on him to win championship. 2-time MVP. Giannis is gonna be a 2-time MVP.
Right.
Very similar.
So who was his Chris Middleton then? Who was his Chris
Mo
Middleton?
Williams, Antoine
Mo
Jameson, Larry Hughes.
Yep,
Oh my
Ilgauskas,
Mo Williams
right?
made an All-Star team. 2 of them, I believe. Ilgauskas made 1 or 2 All-Star teams.
Chris, Mo Williams had his greatest season with
Yep.
LeBron.
Absolutely.
Go look at his numbers that year.
Absolutely.
He had a great season with LeBron. No
I think,
ifs, ands,
Rob,
or
it's the
buts.
same situation.
I do
It's
too.
the same situation.
Let's go to Joseph in Virginia. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Joseph?
Mo Williams, fellas, come on. What
I'm
player
not saying,
doesn't
hold
have
on.
better numbers?
I'm not saying he was as good as Chris
Joseph.
Middleton, but he was LeBron's second guy, and he made the All-Star team. That's all we say.
Absolutely.
Numbers don't go up when you play with LeBron. Whose numbers don't go up? Mario Chalmers' numbers went up. Everybody's numbers going to go up with LeBron.
Chris Bosh's numbers didn't go up.
happening is-
Kevin Love's numbers didn't go up. So you just
Because
started off
Kevin
with a
Love-
lie.
Kevin Love was a rebounder who was a three-point shooter that was a solidified.
Kevin Love was putting up
type.
pre-merger numbers in Minnesota. All
In
right?
Minnesota, Chris. by
I'm just saying,
himself.
you made a statement. What'd he say, Rob? Everybody's numbers go up with LeBron. I
Right.
just named 2 stars whose numbers plummeted with LeBron.
Exactly.
Come on.
Did
y'all-
Wade's numbers go up?
Who?
This is what I'm
Wade's
saying,
didn't
Chris.
go up
This is-
either.
The first season?
Wade was averaging 27 points a game.
Right.
before
His
LeBron
numbers
got
didn't
there
go up.
with a championship. Come on, man. Y'all better come correct. Y'all, what, Rob? Do they think this is a different show?
Yeah, they think
They
they can
can't
just
just-
call up and
right.
say anything. You know there'll
We
be
will hold you
pushback.
accountable. Yes, indeed. My goodness. All right.